is, well, Super Midoff 0, which is our first big tournament that we're doing at MLG. It's all R1, and this next match that we're looking at is going to be Ramlethall versus Alto. Ramlethall using the name on Steam of Valentine. Ramlethall is a very impressive Orcane who's been making a lot of headway recently, and has gotten a lot of pretty good results, just mostly online, and not had the capability to get games in person yet. And Alto, also a more chronically online player, but a very good Absa who showed up at Heatwave this last one and had a pretty good top 17th placement, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong about that. Everyone should check me on that. Anyway, Absa versus Orcane. No idea what this matchup is like. I do know that this is the matchup that got Orcane's up special nerfed, because it used to be so fast that Orcane could just stall out Absa on Aramata. So then to solve that, because they didn't want to make Absa faster, they increase how long it takes for Orcane to do up special. And a very strong up air by Alto there to get a kill on Ramlethall. And Ramlethall is being very careful, getting out a really good call out with that up special. And this is already a very big deficit for Alto right here. I'm going to be trying to get as much blender as possible, as much damage as possible, to hopefully then tee up to get a good strong aerial attack. I know that Ramlethall is Alto is a big fan of Absa F-tilt, even though it's not considered the best move. Just as a way to add pressure constantly, and not even using the full F-tilt. It's just a good mix-up, especially since it's so... if you parry it, Absa doesn't go into special stun. I mean, she does go into parry stun like normal, but not as consistently. And able to get a strong fair there. A good up air here will kill, and you can see...
Oh, a little ping pong.
For it. Up smash is not a good kill move here, though, because Absa's grounded smash moves kind of suck.
Yeah, they're not that great.
Oh, hey, Shen.
Yeah, hi, I'm here now.
We can introduce this game. Now we have a really good parry there by Ramlethall in order to get the down smash kill. So before we go to that next match, I just want to introduce another commentator that we have here, Shenshan, and as well Dutchman. If you also would like to unmute and introduce yourselves.
Yeah. If they're only allowed to have 2 at a time, I can sub out. I don't mind watching.
No, it's fine. It's couch comms.
All right, cool.
How's it going?
Doing good. I got beat by SoCal again for the 3rd time in a row in bracket. So I'm not actually that mad about it. I'm too jolly. I'm too jolly.
SoCal's really good. Yeah, just
we'll keep beating you, Shen. Sorry about it, but
it is what it is.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, keep knocking me down. I'm gonna get my jolly back together, and I'm gonna keep coming back up. That's me. I'm too jolly for it.
Let's go. Wonderful.
And we also now have the Viral Melon.
Yeah, I'm here. I saw my name on the screen, so I'm here now.
Yeah, 2 Californians and an AZ person and the lone Wisconsinite doing the best I can.
You've been to 2 AZ locals. You're basically AZ.
True.
We're indoctrinating you now.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess you can't do that because you don't want to leave Vale behind.
Yeah, that's true. Although we might be having actual locals in with Wisco again. But going into this next game, we're having again Alto versus Ramlethall. Does anybody know about the Absa Orcane matchup? You would know, Dutchman.
I do. It's interesting. Absa wins, but unlike a lot of Orcane's bad matchups, it's not an advantage state problem. A lot of Orcane's bad matchups where he just gets comboed really, really badly. But Absa doesn't really do that as much to Orcane. It's just Absa has, as you're seeing right here, right now,
edge rating, yeah,
an amazing ability to stuff out Orcane's edge, getting back to the stage. So that's what makes it uniquely bad.
That's fortunate. Yeah. Probably thought he was going to make it to stage there, just barely off.
It happens in horse racing.
Yeah, it does.
And this is probably
oh, that's a back air.
And Alto definitely wanted this stage just because of the increased mobility that Absa can have with all these plats, just to avoid the aggressive kind of Orcane that Ramlethall is. Ramlethall will just jump on you and then just murder you for it.
I mean, one thing with the stage, people don't really talk about this. This is like second or third closest side blast zone in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is really messed up, especially if you got like, you know, Orcane back air or like Absa aerials. It's a little easier for Orcane because he doesn't go very far horizontally compared to vertically, but we're gonna see some of those like 84% kills or 75%.
Or, yeah, you know, 75.
Especially against a character like Absa.
Yep.
Oh yeah, just like it's hard, man. It's hard. Getting caught by back air is like very, very scary situation to be in. I mean, like even if you get hit with the weak part, if you're not ready on the DI, you're just gonna get hit with another one. And,
yeah. They say Dan has like a whole array of monitors where he checks what you're DIing for that move and decides whether it's going to be the sweet spot or not based on that with a remote in his pocket.
Oh, okay.
You know, Orcane's his main, so you know he's got to do it.
Alto
Dan's watching
this match a lot more even than the last one, although although had a very fast 1-2 kill there from Ramlethall, trying to climb back from it. But now
That's bad though. I'm not getting the punish on the puddle. That's really, yeah, you really want that.
Yeah,
Still managing to crawl back though.
But here we go.
I mean, like they've been working
and
working like really, really hard to try to get back on stage without it, and then just I guess they just randomly thought like, oh, they're just
Yeah, that's enough to up air.
Come back there. When that gets implemented in R2, people are going to go crazy.
They are.
I can't wait for that to come in, and people are going to be like, how do I deal with this without Drift DI? How do I deal with this? How do I deal with Absa without Drift DI?
I mean,
Anyway.
even with Drift DI, that hits you.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, even with
that.
Drift DI, there's not much you could do after up tilt.
I don't know.
Ooh, and now we have Ram's counterpick to Endless Abyss. Ram loves Endless, and this also takes away all the platforms that Alto was using that last game to really just sort of maneuver around.
Ooh, good pick.
I mean, Orcane's a very grounded neutral character. I can definitely understand this pick, especially since Absa is a very not grounded neutral character. I mean, to a degree, like she kind of does air moves on the ground, but you know, it's an important difference, and she does definitely like those platforms just for like, you know, laddering you at 20 into death.
We can really see Ram just being very patient and just looking for any sort of bubble to sort of get an advantage state and get that down strong, which will kill.
Yeah.
Just sort of rack up this damage very slowly and try to stay on stage as well and avoid that same sort of ledge trapping that we were getting earlier. Edge guarding that we were getting earlier.
That's
no,
a
that's
misinput.
probably a misinput.
Crazy
That's probably a
combo.
misinput.
Absolutely not a misinput. Ram would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
True.
Ram, very known to taunt mid combo just to send the
Yeah,
message.
super disrespectful player. Hates everyone.
Ram is Michigan, by the way, and Alto is Texas.
Yep.
So shout out to smaller rivals communities. Although
Is Michigan small? I feel like Michigan's not that small.
Michigan's not a small rivals community. They just don't have locals to.
Yeah, that's true.
The community. Whereas in Texas, it's really small. There's not many Texas players.
I think the only two Texas players I know are, I guess, Alto and Arden.
Yeah, I know of like maybe 2 more, but that's it. As opposed to like the 50 in California.
Yeah. Okay, ready
I don't
for
know
the,
about that one.
ready for the puddle this time, but
Oh, getting the parry. I think that's the first one we've seen on side B.
And
Yeah,
up
not really
front,
wanting to side B on the stage. Very exploitable.
I will say that one reason that Orcanes in general don't love this stage is because it does linearize his recovery path quite a bit.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And yeah, obviously, I think it's still a beneficial stage for Ram here. But if
It's
Alto
a
can
downside.
learn how to punish recoveries here, it won't even matter if he doesn't have platforms to work with.
Yeah, I mean, FD is one of those stages where it is just like if you're neutral, if you think that you can like abuse the lack of plats to win neutral more often, then winning neutral on the stage immediately just means like, oh, I'm going to edge guard you, and I feel like both these characters have pretty good edge guards on each other, so you can win neutral more than.
And another thing to just remark about Alto's gameplay is just really good use of clouds, especially in this matchup. Constantly using them to stuff out approaches and recoveries, and also help to recovery.
Yeah, also those kill confirms. I mean, we saw that one earlier. Really quick, just 1-2 with a fair.
Alto
really
showcased
just
here
someone
too.
who has a really good mastery of this character.
Yeah.
And not an easy character to master by far. Like a very tough.
Did you see that bait? Did you see that
crazy.
bait? That was insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's a down tilt. That almost killed.
Now
such a
we're
good
on an
cloud
edge guard.
pop.
Oh, that hits.
Oh.
What do you do here?
It's really funny. I love
mixed it up,
looking
apparently.
at situations like this and saying both characters are in kill percent.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's true. I mean, like,
Orcane down smash kills at like 70.
yeah, and
Oh, but that's gonna be it.
and that kills.
Why
Awesome.
didn't like counterpick? Just barely.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
that's-
what's.
I could see Ram running this back to Abyss just because I know Ram loves that stage. But honestly, with how aggressive those edge guards is, I wonder what the next stage will be.
I mean, we saw Ram in the lead for quite a bit until Alto kind of got the download.
It was definitely a close game.
Yeah,
I mean, we've seen like what was like a super strong comeback on the tower game, and then that last game, which was also really close. Like I wouldn't be surprised at all if this went game 5.
Yeah,
So
very evenly matched players in general.
Indeed.
And just honestly, I always just love seeing them play. They're both players that can't like show up or be seen at the like classic rivals events. So it's always nice to see a nice parry on.
Good awareness
I'll
just
be
to
finally
walk up and
punishing
get
those.
that free
Going for the
punish.
up air off stage, interesting. I guess was trying to get DI out so he could get back air, but didn't end up panning out. So you take what you can get. Oh, that's gonna be DI
That's
out.
a
Yeah,
good- Yeah.
very criminal amount of hit pause on that move. Super good DI check.
But still a lot of percent.
Oh my god, that puddle blocking the F tilt 2.
Yeah,
allowing
that's crazy.
Ram
It
to
does
get in.
hide everything. I
Pushing
think
the up air.
I
The
think
low jabs.
the tilt
Oh.
has similar. Ooh, and good Upstrong as well. Taking advantage of the low ceiling of the stage that Upstrong can kill, where it didn't on whatever our first stage was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orcane's a lot easier to kill off the top than off the side, so good move to hit with. Also, the up tilt up air, as we saw. When we saw one earlier, it was like 80. We were super close to killing, but just,
Like Alto's
barely
playing
did.
a lot more aggressive right now, just really trying to get that lead back.
And
Yeah.
really adapting to understanding that the edge guard is so good on Orcane and trying to really punish, again, all these puddles back to stage, trying to take advantage of every small little opening.
Good parry. Yeah, it's hard. Like against Ram, you really have to edge guard. Like that's how you win because Orcane's recovery is just inherently not that good.
Yeah.
But Ram's neutral is so good, and his punish game is so good. That's like your only real way to match him. Is to like just build damage that way or kill that way. So
Yeah,
it's so
I mean-
important to get that down.
Yeah, and Alto's doing a great job just putting pressure onto Ram. Ram's just
Punching
finding...
that was strong.
Nice
That was
avoidance.
lethal.
Alto really just trying to live as much as possible, and honestly, just get damage on this Orcane, make it really.
I mean,
strong.
we're seeing a lot
that's
of pressure. Unfortunately, we're not seeing a lot of mix-ups on like the timings for a lot of their like moves that a lot of players want to end up crouch canceling over going for the parry. And Ram's really just walking up and getting those parries really easily because there's not much mix-up to it. It's like, oh, it's on you. I'm like letting it rip. Oh, I
mean,
have to one of it.
Very good movement by Alto right here. This could be stock for Ram.
Yeah, that's looking bad. No, that's DI out.
Yeah.
Yep. That's 3-1. Very close games, but Alto's
Very,
gonna
very
take it.
close.
Moving on to fight Soul Rifle.
Shout out to Alto. Into
Ooh,
Soul Rifle.
Good luck.
Yeah.